this is Kelly. Welcome to the Skinny. Yesterday at the Weight Watchers scale, I had a victory, a celebration. Victory is mine. As you can see by my red celebratory shirt.
It's not gray or black.
It is stripes though. I lost 0.6.
Yay.
And it was enough to get me to my 70-pound weight loss, 70.2 to be exact.
Yay. That's fantastic.
I have till next week. My little goal is if I lose a pound, I can go in the 140s. So that's my other little goal, but we'll see. I've had a lot of straight losses and you know, we're the Turtle Club. So
sometimes you just get a gain when you're like, oh,
it could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen. I'm Kim. I had a good week at the scale. Yesterday, I weighed in at a loss of 0.8. Yay! For a total of 92.2.
Wow.
So yay.
Yay,
So yeah, it's been one of those kind of interesting weeks.
It's been very introspective and crazy busy.
But we both end up having discussions with people about weight loss, about the journey. We've had a lot of that just unexpectedly.
Yes.
That kind of made us realize some things.
Yeah, it kind of started off with me with, had somebody at work say, because we got, you know, our usual, you know, donuts and pizza and all that other crazy crap we get in the office. And it was, it came to a point where she was like, wow, she's like, gosh, she's like, you have more willpower than anybody I've ever met. And I was like,
and then she told me that, and I said, well, it's not about willpower.
No.
I said it's about commitment.
Exactly.
Because I wouldn't categorize not eating a donut my really willpower. It's really not willpower. It's about something. It's about something more than willpower, actually.
It was this commitment that I've made to do this.
And I actually had a conversation with someone about weight loss. They were talking to me about somebody who just wanted whatever was the fastest way to go and whatever was going to work like now. Yeah. And my comment to her was one I've actually made before in another video, and that's one that we kind of live with, and it's you have to lose it how you're willing to maintain it.
Yes.
So I'm not willing to continue to like go hardcore at the gym, so I can't lose it hardcore at the gym because I'm not going to keep that up. I'm not going to.
No.
I have accepted this about myself.
Yes.
Call it whatever you want, but that's just not how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of really a lot of self-awareness and a lot of honesty is kind of how we've approached this whole. When we first decided to do Weight Watchers this time, we were like, we said to each other, honesty. We are going to be honest. We're not playing games.
No. I mean, I envy people who make this decision to go to the gym and make the effort to lose their weight and keep up that activity. And I envy people who can do that and who actually do that.
Yes.
I do.
It's just not
I wish I were going to be that way, but I'm going to be realistic here. And you know what? Maybe if I finish get to goal weight, I may discover I love exercise. But you know what? I would rather discover it on the other end than have that not happen. But it's not going to happen, is it?
No, I know you. We love to move. We love to try classes and do stuff like that. But we are just not.
I'm not going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I admit it.
So during all of this, we did define.
We digress.
We did digress. We did find that for us, we feel like our journey has been in 5 stages.
Yes.
And we really figured out what our 5 stages were. And we talked through them. Our first stage.
But no, it has to be titled. It's Kim and Kelly's Big Weight Loss Adventure.
No, it's Kelly and Kim's Big Weight Loss Adventure.
Whatever.
E comes before I.
I'm the oldest, so
they don't
Kim
care.
and Kelly's
They
Big Weight Loss Adventure sounds better.
Kelly and Kim's Weight Loss Adventure. Stage 1 is excitement. That's kind of the first stage of this weight loss adventure.
Kind of the honeymoon without getting a trip to Bermuda.
It is.
It really truly is.
Because you're like,
that's my preheating of my oven for dinner.
Oh yeah. But you know, the reality is you're so excited. You're doing Weight Watchers. I'm gonna lose weight.
You're tracking. You're drinking the water. You're doing all the stuff you have to do.
Recipes.
Everything.
You're into it.
The lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, you are like.
It's like this. It's like a party.
I mean, it is. That's what the first state. I mean, I was like that for like 6 or 7 months because I lost my first 50.
And we were the good
months.
girls. You know, those girls that you
don't miss a meeting.
You're so on it, and which we still don't miss meetings.
We don't miss meetings, but that was what that phase was like.
It's ridiculous.
And then after that in, drinking like 7 and 8,
Yeah.
we started to have some struggles.
We hit the wall.
We kind of had some plateaus, and you start to
Struggle was real.
make some excuses for food choices or
Keeping.
or you start to like, oh, I don't need to measure that. That looks right.
I didn't
Yes,
do it
or
this long enough.
if I don't track it, if I eat it and I don't track it, it didn't happen.
No.
You start to have some of those
little bit of that.
moments,
Yeah.
and that's part of the whole struggle.
Yeah.
Everybody has it happen. No one can say that they have not had that happen.
We've had
and I've done the legwork.
yes.
We have done the legwork on that.
Then we recognized that because we went into this again with
Yes.
honesty and self-awareness, and we said we need to remotivate ourselves. We need to be doing things to get that excitement and that honeymoon stage back.
And that is where you really realize you're committed.
Yes.
If you're willing to do the crazy stuff
Yes.
to make it exciting, to keep yourself going, you are committed.
Step 3. That was
Commitment.
stage 3 is commitment.
Commitment. And you'll do whatever it takes. And believe me, we did.
Absolutely.
I mean, if purging clothes or buying new clothes or buying a pair of pants that were the size small or whatever it took, we
Yeah.
were willing to do.
Yes, and we did it like full force. You
Yeah.
know, it was at that point we knew we're definitely in
And
this
that's
to
when
win
you
it.
realize you start turning down certain things, and you realize, the willpower kicks in a little bit there.
It does,
That and you go, you know what? I can say no to that.
Yep, and then that steamrolls to me
Mm-hmm.
where you come to a point after you've got that hard, more core commitment. You go to stage 4, which is acceptance, and we were at acceptance when we started these videos.
And what we mean by acceptance is if you accepted that this is forever, that this lifestyle is forever, that you're not going to just till you lose weight and
Diet, lose
and
weight,
then
and be
go
done.
on.
Yeah.
You're going to live this life forever.
Yeah, and I think
And for us, living that life forever means we will be at Weight Watchers meetings every
Oh.
week forever.
our butts will be in the seats.
We will. I mean, not everybody will ever have to do that. I've known people who've been very successful on Weight Watchers,
yeah.
and they don't go to meetings. They've totally changed their lives, and that works for them.
Yeah.
It's not going to work for me.
Well, I think again that's
Self-awareness.
self-awareness and honesty, which I think all of this comes back to that.
Yes.
So then,
Acceptance.
after you've got acceptance, what's the next one?
Well, this is the big one, and this is the
big
one that I think we're both at now, and I think we've both recently come into this.
Really, the
this
last
one.
several months.
And you don't have to be a goal to reach this one, and that's
No.
changed.
Yeah.
And I don't not changed.
Yes,
Because you truly have changed your relationship with food,
your body
and
your
changed how you think about food in relation to every part of your life. Because believe
It's
me,
true.
food was a part of every part of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Because all I thought about was what's my next meal.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now that's not what that is anymore.
Yes. What am I gonna have? It would be breakfast. I'd get up for breakfast. And I'd
What
think,
am I
having
having
for dinner?
What am I having for dinner? And then what am I having for lunch? What am I having for
I mean,
breakfast?
we plan that stuff now.
Well, where's
but-
McDonald's so I can pull through the drive-through?
But it was really unhealthy.
It was bad. I mean, she used to make fun of me because she said I could never pull into a convenience store like for gas or something,
Oh.
and I would come out with candy bar
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Pop-Tarts were my breakfast. That was the breakfast of my champion, and that was the Pop-Tart.
It was
and
bad.
I'd eat 2 of them, and not even the low-fat Pop-Tart. I mean,
It's true.
but I'd have it with the Diet Coke. So then it was okay.
That makes plenty of sense.
That made it okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality is, I think I learned. I knew when I had several instances that things occur. I don't clean my plate anymore. I eat till I'm full. And that was just natural.
Sometimes
I
I
didn't
clean my plate, and that's okay.
Sure, but I didn't intentionally do that. I just noticed that was happening.
Yeah.
And then I also noticed that, I'd have a really stressful day and I didn't even consider
Your
food.
first, you weren't triggered to go eat.
Not at all.
by
It
that.
didn't even come into my
Yeah.
head that I should go get something.
I don't do that either, and I don't visit the vending machine at work. And I'm right next door to the vending machine. My office is right next door to the building's vending.
Yeah.
I don't unless I'm going for a drink, but usually I plan my own drink, so I don't need theirs.
So that's when you know you've changed.
You know.
So we've changed. High five.
you just know.
So we've hit our 5 stages.
We have.
It changed, and the end of that is goal
Come
weight.
join us there.
Come join us. It changed.
Write down what your stages
What
are.
are
Maybe
your
they're not
stages?
ours.
Yeah.
Write down kind of figure out where you're at and where you want to be.
Yeah. And how do I get there?
How do you get there?
How do you get there?
Do that, because I think that was a huge realization for us this week. We really never thought about it like
No.
this.
It just kind of it happened
Evolved this
without even
week.
thinking
I
about
tell
it.
you, the last few weeks have been very.
Yeah, it's been a lot
Our
of
topics have
realizations.
kind of just rolled along to us.
Yeah, and I think it's because we're really at a point in the journey that's so close to goal weight and so again changed. So
I mean, not saying we're getting there tomorrow. Heck,
Oh,
it could be
no.
another 6-7 months or a year before we get there. but
We're turtles.
we're turtles.
We're the Turtle Club.
And that's okay.
Hashtag Turtle Club.
Hashtag
I'm
turtle.
getting a shirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
The shirt.
But anyway, I wanted to let you guys see. I have some favorites for the week.
Favorites for the week.
My
Oh, before I do that, I have to say,
What?
I'm a loser. And I don't mean it in a good way. I mean it in a bad way. I'm a loser. I did not make a recipe this week. I've been
Slacker.
crazy busy.
It's been insane.
It's picked out.
It's
I just haven't picked
a
it up.
tuna thingy.
And it involves peas. So
Ooh.
life's good. I'm happy there's peas involved. So I will work on making that next week. And
Yes.
I'll actually save a little portion so you can see it.
Wow.
It might not be pretty by then, but I'll try to make it toward the end of the week so it still looks good.
So it still looks good. Because that's the point.
Well, I will have a little dessert for you in a second. You go first.
Okay, I'm gonna do my food thing first. My food thing is, of course, we eat a ton of the Kodiak cakes. I love them.
Which we have discovered all the boxes we're now finding are half cup.
cups, so that's good.
Watch the original Kodiak cake box and
Yeah.
watch if it's a half cup serving. That's the one you want.
Yeah.
Check it with your calculator.
The
Okay.
other one must have been the old one. Anyways,
Yes.
I digress again. This is the syrup that you can get at Cracker Barrel, and it's the sugar-free syrup. It's got, I love it. It's for a fourth a cup. It's 0, and it's a thin syrup. You can see it's not a thick
It
syrup.
goes a long way.
So it does go a long way. It's pretty good. It does have sugar alcohol, so I want to mention that. Some people don't do well with sugar alcohol, and sometimes you just don't do well with a lot
But
of
I
sugar
will
alcohol.
tell you that Mrs. Butterworth does have a Splenda version of
It's very good.
a syrup, light syrup, and so does Smucker's.
Yeah,
So,
so-
just heads up, if you can't do sugar alcohol, those are 2 options, and I have both.
But I want to mention that just in case you go, oh, I can't do sugar alcohol, and you get there and you don't realize
well,
it.
I will say I can't do sugar alcohol very well either.
Yeah.
But a fourth of a cup of that, I don't have problems.
She gets intestinal issues.
I do get intestinal issues, but 1/4 a cup does not bother me, and I'm fine.
Okay, you have to scooch over so I can show
Okay.
my other one. Then, because I reached my 70,
She gave herself a treat.
I gave you a treat too. We got a pedicure. Well, she really, because her 90, my 70, we both reached it.
Whatever.
Pedicure. Isn't this the cutest color? I love it. See, I have to show you on both. It's like a reddy, pinky, corally thingy, and it's called My Chihuahua Bites.
I love that.
By
It's
OPI.
OPI.
I love it.
Hysterical.
It's my new favorite color.
I love
and it's
it.
like, yeah, my toes are summery, springy, and my Chihuahua bites.
Okay,
I love
on to me now.
On to you now.
I'm going to do my food thing first because everybody probably knows what this is. You actually
do.
probably all tried it.
You have.
And if you haven't, though, go get it. I highly recommend hunting it down.
Better than
because,
Arctic Zero.
the Arctic. Yeah. I didn't love it. It was okay. It got by if I needed
Although
ice
some
cream.
people like it.
Some people like it, but it was icier. This is not as
Creamier.
icy. It's creamier. And this is the Halo Top. This is the birthday cake. I haven't tried any of the others. It's 280 calories for the whole pint.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to eat because
We're not ice cream people.
not a
really.
red light.
I mean, it's not a big thing.
So the half a cup is 2 points, and that's completely fine, especially how I eat it.
Yeah.
I take my deep dark chocolate,
Vita
Vita Top, really get it smoking
Or
hot.
a mug cake, either one.
Smoking hot. And then I put my half a cup of this on top of it, and I just do a skosh of the chocolate Hershey's syrup, the light. If you do a small amount, you don't have to, it's a 0.
Yeah.
If you do a tablespoon, it's 1.
Yeah.
So it just has, and it is phenomenal.
Have you ever had a hot fudge cake at
Frisch's?
like Frisch's or Big Boy? If you guys have any, if anybody has one, it's like
Ooh. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
So if you know what that is, you know it's good. So that's that.
Yeah, that's
Now,
tasty.
My non
Yes.
is, of course, I have another Sistema product because I am
We
a
heard
freak
them.
for them. I found this at Old Navy, and I'm going to show you. I like the little latches, 4 little latches.
It's very secure.
And what I
They're
do,
very
I
secure.
like that you just clip this, and it's a tray. And I do my pretzel thins in here, typically 42 for 3 points. And then I drop this in, and I put a wedge of Laughing Cow cheese.
Or you could put hummus in here, and
on the
carrots,
bottom,
or
for the
guac,
chips
and a
and
couple chips.
hummus up here.
Yeah, it's
It's
very, it's small enough that you're not going to have a big portion in
No.
here. That portion control would be great with that.
Love it.
I love
And
it too.
it's pretty. And I know whatever I put in it, if I put hummus in here, nothing's gonna leak.
Yeah, I
Nothing
love
is gonna
those
leak.
things.
I have
so-
to say that's my favorite part about their stuff is I feel confident
Solid.
that if I drop it in my bag, it's not gonna leak out.
solid. Me too. We're weird. We're weird.
Let's see if we forgot anything.
We're obsessed. She
We're
don't want to
obsessed.
touch it. She bought me one too, and
I
had
did.
she bought one for herself and not for me, I was so upset.
Here's the thing: if there's something really good, and either one of us is in summer shopping, and you got to ask yourself, if I don't get her
Will she be
one,
mad?
am I going to hear about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer
Then
is yes.
The answer is you might as well buy 2. Our dad bought 2 of everything.
When we were
He
little.
learned early on if he was getting a Barbie, he wasn't, and he was getting two that were exactly
Exactly.
alike. Now they don't have to be alike, but when we were kids, he was two.
So
Exactly.
I got one of these too.
Exactly pink too. Because I thought the pink was the cutest.
Pink is very cute.
So yeah, so those are our favorites for the week.
Yes.
And I will have some next week
see
because I
you
have lots.
With the recipe too. So
Yes.
this time I will make her do it because she's been so
Like
busy.
you can't help out.
I can help out, but I've been working a lot, so it's been kind of falling on her to figure out the recipe. So I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So-
you're sorry, all right.
sorry. So we will see you next week, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.